You have the comparative anatomy of the stomach. Before I'm talking about the stomach, you will talk about the esophagus and the esophageal layers, okay, and the esophageal division or the esophageal parts. In the theory, we talked about the esophagus. It's have three parts: cervical part, thoracic part, and abdominal part. Okay, if I dissected a cross section, we will appear as a rose, like a flower, an arrangement of the layers. So the arrangement of the layers from the inside to outside is like that. It's a mucosa, I like folds. This is the folds, and we say that we have these folds for what? For increasing the internal surface of the esophagus. موجودة الfolds for the increasing the internal surface of the esophagus. After the mucosa, we have a submucosa and the layers here. This is the layers of muscular layer. Two type of muscles we have: longitudinal and circular. Longitudinal and circular. This is circular and longitudinal هتكون. Okay. From the outside we have adventitial layer. Adventitial layer. Okay, again we have a mucosa, okay, which is arranged in a fold, in a cross section, appear as a rose مثل a وردة. Okay, then after the mucosa we have submucosa. The submucosa, it's all the nerve supply, blood supply, lymphatic nodes are scattered or found in this layer. After this layer we have two muscular layer, which is circular and longitudinal. This is circular layer and longitudinal layer. From the outside we have the adventitia. Okay, adventitia. Then the comparative or the division of the stomach of the equine and the stomach of the rumen. The stomach of the equine, we depend on the division according to the number of the chambers, number of the molecular chambers of the stomach, and the type of the mucous membrane. Okay, the type of mucous membrane. In the stomach we have this type of stomach of the horse. It's monolocular, يعني one room, one chamber. Okay, monolocular compound stomach. Monolocular compound stomach. So it's have one room, okay, one chamber, as you see it, one chamber, but we have two type of mucous membrane. Two type of mucous membrane as you see it. لاحظوا هاي مو بالفريش ستيت، بالفورمالين ستيت. So all the يعني color are changing. Okay, so we have the external features of the stomach. We have what? Parietal surface, visceral surface. Okay, parietal surface, visceral surface, and you can see here this is the gastric branch of the gastric artery. Gastric artery, parietal one. Okay, this is the gastric artery, branch of the gastric artery. Okay, and we have two curvatures, a greater curvature and lesser curvature. Both of them are attached with a double fold peritoneum, which is called omentum. This is the lesser omentum. Which is connected with the part of the duodenum and the liver. Okay, greater omentum where the spleen are situated or located in this area. Okay, على الدورسم بالضبط. Okay, لزق. So we have two curvatures, lesser curvature, greater curvature. Both of them are attached with a double folded. يعني شنو double folded? We have two layers. If I make a sac or incision between, I can't put my finger between them. أقدر أدخلهم. Okay. For what? الأومنتم. For what? يعني all blood supply, lymph supply, nerve supply are spread or found in this area. بالأومنتم موجود. Okay, so it's spread in the omentum. Blood supply, nerve supply, and the lymphatic. Okay, so we have a double folded peritoneum, a greater omentum, and the lesser omentum. A greater omentum, stomach with the spleen, gastrosplenic, and part of it with the diaphragm, gastrophrenic, greater. Okay, gastrophrenic with the diaphragm, and the rest part is with the spleen, gastrosplenic ligament. The greater, lesser curvature, it's have a double folded peritoneum omentum, also it's called lesser omentum between the duodenum and the liver. Hepatogastric ligament, hepatoduodenal, okay, hepatogastric ligament, okay, يعني it's attaching the duodenum plus stomach plus the liver, okay. From the inside, in left extremity we have here sacus cecus, which is a left extremity, a sac found only in the stomach of the horse. Sacus cecus, okay. And then we can see this line, which is called Margo plicatus line. Can you see it? Margo plicatus line. The Margo plicatus line separating non-glandular from the glandular region. Non-glandular region from the glandular region. Okay. This area it's called fundus. Okay. So this is the fundus. This is the pyloricus. Cardiac region, cardiac sphincter. Okay. Attached with which parts? It's attached with the esophagus. Okay. The second part, or the second sphincter here, we have a pyloricus area. There is a gland also separated in this area. اسمها البيلوريكس gland. So we have a pyloricus sphincter attached with what? With the duodenum. Okay, touching with the duodenum. شوفوا هذا الcranial flexure of the duodenum. سووا حرف S. تمام. تشوفون الاس واضح. Okay, a sigmoid shape. Okay, so this is the first cranial flexure of the duodenum. We have a cranial flexure and then caudal flexure. وهذه it's forming كنا بالهورس وبالruminant it's forming as an S shape or sigmoid shape. Okay, so for the horse it's finished. Any question about it? The stomach of the horse, it's very easy. So again لو لا طواف ruminants.